Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Spike 2.0 back again once again today, people. Today we're here for Kamen Rider Zeztz episode 21, and in this episode we are part 2 into our saving the children dream. And in this episode we end up meeting the Demon King, and the Demon King seems like he ain't gonna be nothing to mess with. Also, our 3 riders or 3 agents have finally met each other, and agent number 5, man, this dude's tough. He is handling Nox. Anything Nox is throwing at him, he is busting through it with just sheer power and strength, and I freaking love it. I think I'm gonna like him. He seems like a jerk for a while, but I think I'm gonna really like this dude. He's basically your like big, strong, kind of dumb character. I'm holding back the kind of dumb just a little bit because we haven't really seen him have like a full-on like real conversation and all that junk yet, but I like number 5, and we finally get to see Kreia actually henshin in this episode, and her rider form looks pretty dope. And I do like the fact that they both have the same driver. And their henshin sequence is actually pretty cool. It gives me a lot of Kamen Rider build vibes when they would use the splash driver and it would like put them in this like cryogenic kind of dome thing, and they will bust out of it, which was I thought was actually pretty dope. I actually really like that detail. I like how, you know, number 5, he bursts out of it, like he punches himself out of it, and Kreia just, you know, she kind of like, it kind of just like goes away, like she uses her power and bursts it away too. I like this like separate personality type of henshins we have with them. And in this episode we see that we ended up saving the children, but it seems like one thing, the children don't know each other in real life. But the thing about it is the one thing they all have in common is the fact that they've all been through some type of tragedy. They all have some type of trauma, which that trauma is what like brings them together. And they're all playing a certain video game together, which is basically just supposed to be like a Minecraft knockoff. It's called Block Create. And all these kids are basically in this game, playing this game together, and that's how they are linked together when it comes down to the swarm nightmare that we're seeing. We actually destroy a good majority of these nightmares in the dream, but we see a lot of them actually end up fusing back together and becoming the demon lord nightmare. He technically already existed, but his physical body, we see his physical self this time, and he looks kind of cool. He looks just like the drawings that the kids would make whenever they would like drawing him and stuff like that. And he has the power to like control them. Like he had the power to like basically control them and get them to, he basically got them to like, so he could absorb all of them and put himself into the real world. But yeah, I did like how we got to see Baku, I'll say Deku. We gotta see Baku meet the other 2, and he basically says that, hey, your mission is to basically take out Nox. That's not my mission. I protect dreamers. That's all. That's what I want to do. And you know, they kind of like, we see Kreia, she kind of gives Baku his like props after 5 basically calls him a loose cannon and talks about how, oh, so that's 0-star pupil, huh? He seems like a loose cannon, and she's like, he's a skilled loose cannon. So we see that Baku is on his way to go save these kids and actually defeat the Demon King. But number 5 and number 4, they go off to basically take out Nox, and they handling Nox. And we actually see how they are able to actually able to beat him a lot. Like they're taking him out, like they're whooping him. And we see how they're actually okay with actually like taking hits or taking damage from the other if it means that the mission is completed. And we actually see this. We see 5 actually holding down Nox, while Kreia used her ultimate attack, her ultimate shoot attack, and actually hits both of them, and it actually works. I thought Nox was gonna like do some shadow stuff and get out of the way or stuff like that, but with Five's like sheer just power, like how strong he is, I don't think Nox will be able to overpower him himself. So they basically both took that freaking hit. But we do see that the kids ended up getting mind controlled by the Demon King, our nightmare, and our main nightmare, and he ends up like absorbing a lot of them, and ends up getting basically is able to come into the real world. And we see code number 3, our head boss basically says that mission failed, we have an emergency, like we had to call in some people, stuff like that, right? We see the Demon King's castle start to appear, or the storm clouds around his castle start to appear in the real world. And we see that the nightmare is starting to affect the other like the civilians and things like that, when it rains down those like little purple sparkles. And a lot of people like ended up falling asleep when this happens. So next episode, since the Demon King is able to come into the real world, all of our characters are going to be able to henshin in the real world, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to seeing our 2 police officers see everybody henshin and stuff like that, to see them in their rider forms and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. But yeah, man, this episode was dope. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. The bad guys won in this episode, and it seems like the lady is very much happy about like what's about to occur. And we see that our little sister ends up finding out that, you know, Baku has been going to this counselor lady, and she notices this because he ends up falling asleep during the day, and it seems like the lady's powers does have some kind of effect on him. We see that his her power didn't affect him all that much when she tried to use it the first time, but it seems like it has some type of small effect on him where he's falling asleep randomly. So it kind of looks like maybe like some narcolepsy type of thing, where he like falls asleep in the middle of the day, and his sister notices that, finds the card that the you know, it's the lady ends up giving to her, so ends up giving to him. So yeah, it seems like big sister is gonna, or little sister is gonna start investigating who this lady is, and what she's doing to Baku. But man, next episode seems like it's gonna be really, really intense. We see characters, they're bloodied up and beat up and stuff like that, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're gonna get. And it seems like we're getting our semi-ultimate form, or a new strong form, in the next episode, which I'm really looking forward to, because this form actually looks pretty dope, and it looks like it makes Baku really buff, and I'm looking forward to that. But with that being said, guys, what you guys think about this episode of Kamen Rider Zeztz, episode 21? You all let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this episode. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and just remember, as I always say, stay henshined.
Yeah, the shining golden sign.